Children of Essex workers, how did you find out your mom, dad was a Essex worker? Story 1. My mom took me to those places up until I was 3 when my dad found out. I tried to suck his cock, and when he asked me where I learned that, I told him that I was working like mommy. He filed for emergency custody and there was a police investigation, and it turns out I was being sold out too. I don't have any memories of it, but I started having night terrors when I was 2 and I think it might be related. My dad told me about all of it when I was 12. He sit me down and told me everything. I'm also in a couple of pornos on the internet, but the originals have been taken down and I don't wish to look for the videos or see them. Story 2. My dad straight up told me he was a gigolo in Denver in the 80s, 30 years later. He had moved out there to get away from an abusive home life when he turned 18, and found that that was the best way to make ends meet. Story 3. My older cousin used to do OnlyFans until her 12-year-old son's classmates found out about her account. Kids that age can be brutal, and he was bullied pretty hard for it. They eventually had to move school districts because it was so bad. Her baby daddy ended up winning full custody after the bullying happened again at the new school for the same reason. Her son was severely depressed and started to self-harm. Both her son and baby daddy moved halfway across the country and are doing much better now after ceasing all contact with her. All in all, it's a very sad situation. Story 4. Mom brought a Essex slave home. He was kinda cool, kinda weird as fuck. He would cook us dinner and do dishes and drive us around. Wonder what he's up to now. Probably getting bossed around by someone else. Story 5. My mom was a stripper trying to raise 4 kids. She would work nights. I would see strange outfits and shoes in her closet, and her work bag, everything smelt strongly of cigarettes. I watched the movie Independence Day where Will Smith's wife was an exotic dancer, and I somehow figured out what that was. One morning her and I were sitting at the kitchen table together eating breakfast. I was in 4th grade, and I asked her what her job was. She looked at me funny and I continued by asking her if she was a stripper. She asked me why I thought that, and I explained everything I listed above. She then confirmed my suspicions and thought my dad, her ex-husband, spilled the beans to me. I assured her that was not the case, and she asked me never to tell my 3 brothers. I never did. She eventually got out of this line of work and is now very successful. I'm proud of her, and although I used to resent her for some of her choices, I understand now she did what she could to do to take care of her kids. Please, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to notifications for new incredible stories from Reddit.